Spirit Meets Tarot. I am your host, the Air Goddess. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading, so let's get started. I'll be using the Elemental Tarot deck right here to get your readings. We're going to have 3 separate piles, so whichever one resonates with you, I'm going to timestamp them below, and then you just go straight to it and find out what your message is. The overall card is going to be coming from the Sacred Traveler Tarot or Oracle deck right here. So and when we're done, I'll get a whole card for everybody. So let's get on in here and start shuffling these cards for you guys. Hope your weekend is starting off okay. It's Friday, the 18th of October. Do keep in mind that even if you don't get the reading today, this is divine timing. So if it's not something that's going on right now, it could be something that's going to happen later on down the line. But just be aware. Got a first card here for pile number 1. Get the next card for pile number 2. This is a timeless reading. Okay, so let me go ahead and get card number 2. And then card number 3 pulled for you guys. Okay, that one just flipped on out. We'll go ahead and take that. And let me get card number 3. That card number 3 kind of slid on out. For those of you who picked card number 1, we've got the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is someone who is really cautious about the information that they're receiving. They're open to learning more. You know, that type of energy. This is thinking, communicating. So whatever it is that you're doing, for those of you who picked this card, continue learning, continue growing, go and do your research, go ask questions, have conversations, go back and, you know, fact check, all the things that go with research, because whatever it is that you're looking to do, you might be in school, you might be a student, you could be learning a new skill, or possibly even a new job where you are learning some new things pertaining to the role that you'll be playing. So make sure that you continue to do what you need to do. Of course, as always with anything new, be cautious, take a look, ask questions, go a little bit slowly, that type of energy. Let me go ahead and clarify this Page of Swords for you guys. Just popped on out. So I've got the Justice card. Now that's a major arcana card for you guys. So maybe this is something that is going to bring you justice, something like that. Maybe you're in the middle of a case, and again, there goes the research information with that. So make sure that you are doing what you need to do. Those are my puppies in the background. But make sure that you're doing what you need to do in order to get justice for yourself. Make sure you're doing asking all the right questions, talking to the right people, to make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, everything comes out balanced and fair for you. For those of you who picked card number 2, we're going to go ahead and flip it over. We've got the 5 of Cups. So there may be some of you out there who are crying over spilled milk. You're thinking about the past and you're grieving about it, and you've got things in front of you, but you're just not, you know, looking. You're not seeing them as opportunities. You're kind of sitting there being a little bit dramatic. You're not looking toward the future. You'd rather sit there and lament about the thing that has already happened, and you're not moving forward. But you've got things going on, because there, I mean, you know, there it is. See, you've got the 2 cups there that are ready to be used, and you're kind of looking at the broken dishes instead. So let's clarify this 5 of Cups. We all go through grief. We all lose things. We all have regret, but it doesn't mean that you can't take that and do something with it, right? So let's clarify this 5 of Cups. And there it is. You got the Ace of Cups. So just imagine what could happen if you allow yourself to move forward with what you do have. You'll be emotionally fulfilled, because then you'll feel that burden of that regret or that grief or that what you've been carrying with you that may not even be your fault. You're carrying something that's you probably don't have any control over. So imagine what happens if you let that go. Truly let it go and start celebrating the things that you can do. Start celebrating the things that are happening for you, that are good, that are in your present time, have the potential to move you forward into the present that you want and the future that you're looking to have, instead of, you know, lamenting about the past and if I woulda, shoulda, coulda, or, you know, I shouldn't have did this thing, or that person said this to me and now I can't do that. Well, yes, you can. Well, I was supposed to get that job and now I don't have the job, and what if I would have just done this, or what if I would have just said that? Well, you know, sometimes things that you don't get, you may see it as a loss, but if you change your thinking and change your emotional being about it, it could be a blessing in disguise that you didn't get to do that thing. You've got other opportunities that are right in front of you that can put you on the path to where you want to be. Anyway, you have to remember that there's more than one path to get to where you're going, okay? So don't have any regrets about the things that you've done in the past, or what somebody said to you in the past, or how somebody made you feel in the past, or whatever it is that you're grieving and you feel that you've lost. Because those losses and that grief that you feel is only meant at some point to make you stronger, so you'll know what to do the next time something like that happens. Let's go ahead and turn over this third card. For those who picked the third card, we've got the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is someone who's moving quickly. So it could be a new job, it could be a new house, it could be a new project that you're working towards. But let's just make sure that we're not making too hasty of a move. Let's make sure that we're thinking about what we are doing before we go and do it. Because the last thing you want to do is make such a hasty move that you didn't get what you needed, or now you got to go back and get it, or you find out that it's not quite what you thought it would be. Now, there's nothing wrong with having initiative. There's nothing wrong with any of that. But with the initiative comes making sure that when you do get to where you're going, that it is in fact what you are setting out to do, and it's not some, oh my God, now I gotta go back and redo some things. So let's clarify this Knight of Wands for those of you who picked the third pile. All right, so we've got the Eight of Coins. So again, like I said earlier, you may be doing a project and you want to get it finished and done, but this Eight of Coins is telling you to make sure you go over those fine details before you finish off that project and hand it in. Because, like I said in the beginning of this card here, you don't want to have to go back and redo and refix and waste time when you can have it done right the first time. So make sure that whatever project you're doing, that you make sure that you are looking at those fine details. If you have to, have somebody else look it over with you, just in case you miss something, because we all miss something from time to time, and it doesn't hurt to have someone help you look over it just to make sure that everything is where it needs to be, so that when you do finish the project, it's done, it's over, you can go ahead and launch without a problem. But don't take too long, because there's no such thing as perfection, okay? We just want to make sure that all our I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. And as you go forward, you can always tweak it as you go along. But don't get caught up in the fine details. But overall, make sure that everything is where it needs to be before you launch. There's a difference between crossing the T's and dotting the I's than, you know, looking at every little single thing and trying to find something and always saying, no, but this, no, but that, but wait a minute. You'll never get anywhere if you're looking for perfection. We just want progress, okay? So that's with that. Okay, for y'all who have chosen the third pile. Okay, so let us get an overall card for you guys. All right, we finally got a card, and it is the Wandering Path. I think I got that card for another reading that I did. Okay, so it says, enjoy the journey. Well, all right. Find out what that has to say. Okay, so it says, card meaning. You don't always need to know where you're going. Accept the fact that sometimes the path in life is circuitous and meandering. Yet, know that you're always exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't seem like it. Be present with your journey. Embrace everything that you encounter on the path. It's all for your highest good. Accept what is. This is the key to inner power. The sacred traveler wants you to know. When you're traveling, you are in the present moment. A mystic traveler has no specific goals for the future and is not focused upon the destination. Everything is fresh and new. At times, it's difficult to accept everything that occurs on the road of life, especially if the road seems to twist and turn in unexpected ways. It's an act of courage and faith to accept what is, without judgment or dismay, and to keep going. Trust that there is a plan for your life, and it's unfolding perfectly. Have faith that you're on the road that you're meant to travel on. Accepting what is doesn't mean that you can't work to change it, because you can. However, this card does suggest that every experience is supporting you for your highest good and your spiritual evolution. If there's something you can't accept, start by gently accepting the fact that you can't accept it. Allowing for your own wandering path is the key to grace and peace in your life. Okay, so that would be the overall card for all of you. For those who chose pile 1, be cautious in what you're gathering as far as your information, but know that there will be peace and justice if you do it correctly. Getting both sides of the story will always put you in a place of balance and of peace instead of picking one side or another side. Sometimes staying neutral is where it's at. For those of you who picked pile number 2, instead of looking at your past and regretting everything and lamenting about it, know that eventually there will come a time where your cup will be full if you let go of the past and realize that you have opportunities and things that you can do now that will put you on the path to more emotional freedom, joy, acceptance, and just a good sense of emotional well-being eventually. So don't look at your past as some kind of, I must stay in this lamentable state, or nothing ever goes your way. Things do go your way. You do have the tools and the things that you do. You have the emotional capacity to live, love, and have joy. For those of you who picked pile number 3, remember that it's okay to take initiative, but don't miss out on looking at the fine details of what it is that you must do in order to have success. The last thing you want to do is have to go back and readdress something if you would have only just, taken the initiative to slow down and look at the fine details to make sure that everything is where it needs to be, so that your projects can be successful and that you have the energy to go forward instead of having to go back. Okay, so I hope this resonated with you all. Remember to stay on your wandering path. Okay, it is okay to wander a bit. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy what you're doing. Don't look at everything as I have to go and do it now, or if I wouldn't have just done it, or I should have picked a side. No, you don't have to do any of that. Just enjoy where you are in the moment, and things will work themselves out. Thank you for joining me. I hope this resonated with you. Please leave me some comments in the comment section below. If you like what you heard or if it resonates with you, please go ahead and drop me a like. Subscribe to my channel here. You can find me on Instagram at Air Goddess Network. Have a great weekend. See you soon.